Senate has proposed that a 10 billion naira intervention be inserted in the 2019 budget to assist displaced persons in Zamfara state. The upper chamber also called for the establishment of a 10-year presidential initiative to cater for the needs of displaced persons affected by armed bandits in the state. These were part of resolutions reached by lawmakers on Wednesday during plenary at the debate on a motion protesting the incessant killings in Zamfara state, sponsored by Senator Kabir Marafa.
Urge the National Assembly to make a provision of a modest sum of 10 billion naira in the 2019 appropriation as intervention fund to cater for the IDPs and other persons affected by the activities of these armed bandits in Zamfara state. Mr. President, I think maybe looking at this prayer, the crisis in Zamfara state is capable of, like I said, engulfing the whole of western states. As I talk to you today, Mr. President, more than 75% of people in Zamfara state are not sleeping in their houses. More than these 44,000 orphans roam across streets and everything, and nothing is being done, to take care of this situation. Mr. President, the last prayer is urge the federal government to set up an ad hoc committee to be known as Presidential Initiative on Zamfara State, PIZAMS, with a 10-year lifespan to manage the said funds and the subsequent allocations and donations. Mr. President, the situation in Zamfara State is quite pathetic, like I said. It requires the attention and the hands of all the well-meaning Nigerians to look into.
Deputy President of the Senate, Ike Kwerimadu, and Chief Whip of the Senate, Senator Olushola Adeyeye, separately recommended the creation of state police and constitutional amendment to devolve more powers to the states as the lasting solutions to the problems.
Nigeria, as I keep saying, is the only federal government, federal state in the whole world that's doing the type of policing we are doing, which is the centralized kind of policing. As long as we are doing it, we are not getting it right. And the security situation will continue to get worse. So we must go back and be able to ask ourselves, what do we need to do? And what we need to do is simple. Let us go and decentralize our police. Create police at different levels, especially at the state level. It may have its own problems, but we must also address the issues of concern to those who fear about the police at state level. So doing to ensure that on a long term, Nigeria is protected the way other countries are being protected using the decentralized policing. We cannot get police, the type of police we have, and expect any different. It will never work. So I want to appeal that we need to take it seriously and have a conversation with all those who think that there's something wrong with state police and be able to meet ourselves halfway or be able to understand ourselves in such a way that we'll be able to provide the security and welfare which the Constitution enjoys all governments at every level in Nigeria. And finally, sir,
every crime is local. And the solution to every crime is local. The earlier that senators in Nigeria summon the courage to say, we should not continue to deceive ourselves. I know that police is costly. If we are going to allow some states to have police according to their own wishes, therefore, we must revisit the revenue formula, such as more money go to states. States are where the people live. States are where the problems occur. States are where local ingenuity can be brought to solve local problems. We have only 2 months left. I don't believe it is too late. Tomorrow, let our Constitution Review Committee bring only one item. And let us fast track everything that we must have state police.
On his part, Deputy Majority Leader Bala Ibn Naala said a 3-month ban on the use of commercial motorcycle will go a long way in addressing banditry in Zamfara state.
Wherever there is killing in Zamfara, those people who perpetrated this thing came on motorbikes. So for a short period of time, it's better for Zamfara people to do with the inconvenience of not having the convenience of transporting themselves by motorbike than for us to now totally ban the use of motorbike in Zamfara state. This is one action that you can take that will significantly alter the entire thing. The entire Zamfara state and the part of neighboring Kebbi state will ban the use of motorbike so that at least this will give police 2 issues. One, it means whoever is seen on motorbike, the first presumption is that he is a killer and then he should be arrested. Sir, it's all a matter of strategy, sir. If today the government says that it has banned, even if you deploy the entire army in Zamfara, provided the root cause of the problem is not attacked, we're going to have this problem. So first action that I would suggest, sir, as chairman of the National Assembly, the legislative intervention that we can do, sir, is to summon the Speaker of the Zamfara State House of Assembly to face a committee here where we will draft laws that they should go immediately and pass it. And then we now ask the police and the army to enforce it. Nobody should be seen on bike, and it's going to be a temporary issue, sir, maybe for 3 months. All over the world, when we have problems like this, there is what is referred to as sunset law.
Other lawmakers also hinted that the only way to tackle the numerous security challenges in Nigeria is to decentralize the Nigerian police force.
We have to do something drastic. The police reform bill is still before us. I believe that in the long term, the police as it is constituted is not the kind of structure that you simply throw money in. We have done that quite often. I believe that the command and structure of the police needs to be properly restructured so that those chief executives in the states should be able to command the police bosses in those states rather than waiting for instructions from Abuja, because some security situations require very urgent actions. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, this is one motion that I believe we can spend days, not even today alone, because it's something that concerns the most fundamental reasons why government should exist. I therefore support this motion, and I hope that we are going to very practically engage the security agencies, engage properly the executive arm of government, so that we are on the same page and see where we can come in and intervene properly in order to deal with this problem that is everywhere now.
We have a duty as citizens and as a government to protect and defend this republic. And we must agree that this country is at war. At war in the very sense that the number of people killed in Zamfara is worse than the reports we have been receiving in countries like Somalia, Yemen, and even Afghanistan. For how long will we continue to assume that we are in government, or we are part of government, or this is a government? And the issue has still not been addressed. It has reached such a level that is very clear to each and every one of us that all the formulas being adopted and being applied has refused to work. People are dying. And the violence and the kidnappings has gone beyond Zamfara. It is in Kaduna State.
After lawmakers took turns to support the motion, President of the Senate, Bukola Saraki, noted that until Nigeria begins to look towards the establishment of state police, the country will keep having security challenges which can ordinarily be addressed.
Bandits in Zamfara State. Those in favor of prayer 2 say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer 3 urge the federal government to set up an ad hoc committee to be known as Presidential Initiative on Zamfara with a 10-year lifespan to manage the said funds and subsequent allocations and donations. Those in favor of prayer 3 say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. From the contributions we've had, I think it's key that we begin to look at the cause of the problem and look for long-term solutions. I think that what we did yesterday in trying to strengthen the funding of the police and what we have before us, the police reform bill, which will be laid today, I think the sooner that we can pass that will also help us in addressing. But more importantly, is that we must still go back to what a lot of us have been advocating here, that there is need for us to have state or community police. It's the way forward. Otherwise, we'll continue to run into this problem. On the area of oversight, I think there's a lot also that we need to do to ensure that we hold the security agencies accountable.
In a related development, some senators also raised concerns over activities of kidnappers and armed bandits who rob and rape unsuspecting citizens in different parts of their constituencies.